just a bloke in a bar.
How are you, Kempy?
Yeah, good, mate.
How's morale?
Yeah, good.
What are you out of 10?
I'd say about an 8.
An 8?
An 8? Okay, that's good. I mean, like, you're never really going to be a 10, right? I think if you were to say 10, I'd almost think you were lying. So I believe an 8.
You can be a 10, though.
7.5, 8.
You can be a 10, but it's probably moment to moment. You're a 10. Like when Jess Fox fucking wins a gold, I'm a 10. You know?
Double gold.
Double gold. But, you know, that's what I mean. That's when I hit 10, and then I simmer back down to probably a resting 8.
You rest 8, you reckon?
Well, I could go even, right now. I'm probably not a resting 8. I'm a resting 8 in terms of morale, but in terms of where my body's at, like it's a bit broken. Probably more like 6 maybe. But I'm happy, you know.
You happy? That's the main thing.
That's all that matters.
As long
right?
as you're happy, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
I thought so, mate. I thought so. We aren't recording, or we are? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was hoping for, anyway. You just fucking rip in, you know. For your nation. Is it on me, is it? G'day, everyone. How you doing? It's Tom here.
G'day, Tom. How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm good. I'll let you know a little secret. Been up since midnight. Well, 12:40.
12:40?
12:30.
When'd your alarm go off?
12:30.
12:30.
Yeah.
12:50.
Up with the fucking birds. Actually, before the birds.
So you went to sleep and then came in rather than trying
Yeah. I went to sleep at like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
And you were able to fall asleep at that time?
Well, I got into bed 7:30, sleep by 8 o'clock.
That's all right.
Yeah, Mrs. woke me up.
So you got a good 5-hour kip.
I was in bed by 7:20, sleep by 7:30. It's pretty
I reckon
good.
I got 4.
You
4 and
take
a
that
half.
every day of the week.
That's pretty good.
Mate, you take it. You definitely
I got
take
5. I got 5 hours 20.
And did you say you had a little bit of a kip after as well?
Yeah, I just passed out in the. I don't advise that, punters and dribblers. If you are looking to do 5.5 hour live streams with your mate, I don't advise, and then get in and do a podcast. I don't sleep, just power through. I had
Like
about
me.
half an hour sleep, and it fucking it's
Rolled
put me,
ya?
yeah, it's put me back. It set me back.
I feel fucking good.
You feel good? You
Yep.
look good. You know what? That's the power of the nation, the spirit, Aussie spirit behind it.
I've got the power of Aussie gold coursing through my veins, Denon.
Yep.
I'm high on Aussie gold.
Yep.
And I make absolutely no apologies
And Aussie
for
spirit too.
Yeah.
And Aussie spirit, and Aussie ticker, and Aussie character, and Aussie toil, and Aussie grit.
We've got 100% strike rate of Aussie gold on the streams. Just want everyone to know that.
100% strike rate. So every time you stream,
We
Australia
get
wins a gold.
Yes, that's
I
correct.
like that.
Sometimes multiple.
Geez, not bad.
Oh no, because you would have been Malta. I was about to say. So you've done 3 streams, 4 streams.
4 streams.
Four
Sunday,
streams.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
6 of the 7
Thursday.
golds
5
we were there
streams.
for.
We've done 5 streams.
6 of the 7, so you missed one.
We missed that very first one from the
We missed the cycling
cyclist.
Oh, okay.
Brown,
Okay.
Alice Brown,
in
something Brown.
the women's time trial.
Not Alice Brown. That's a friend of mine. Someone Brown.
Yeah. Okay.
Katie Brown? No.
No, that's the reporter. Jonathan Brown, former AFL player, not him.
No, Brown. But
Well,
she-
girl. Not Jonathan.
No, well, Jonathan could be a female name.
Is that right?
Johnny.
Why did that just happen?
Johnny Brown, you reckon?
Johnny Brown.
But so no, high on the
On gold.
gold.
Brown?
Helen Brown?
Helen Keller. Who was
Helen
that?
Keller.
It's
No, I
literally
believe
on our Instagram.
Helen
so-
Keller was the deaf, dumb, and blind lady.
Grace Brown.
Grace
Grace
Brown.
Brown.
Now, boys, I hope I haven't overset my mark with this, but being the biggest sports podcast in the country, I felt like I have the authority or the fortune or privilege to do this.
Okay.
Because you've gone a big lift for the nation.
Yep.
And I think that you deserve to be rewarded for that.
Yep.
Okay.
No, so I would like to present you both.
Holy shit.
You know, because there's athletes winning gold.
Yep.
But you've won the gold of the people, in my opinion.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gold of the people?
Fuck,
So
dude.
first of all, I'd like to present you with, and as I said, I hope I'm, as the biggest sporting podcast in the country, I hope I'm not overstepping the mark and saying,
Okay.
I have the authority to do this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But I want to do it anyway. So there's your Australian flag.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Perfect. You need one of them.
That's nice.
Everywhere you
And
go.
I'd
yeah.
like to present you with some gold.
Oh,
what a nice
that's
touch.
nice. Thank you.
What
Thank
a
you.
nice touch. What a nice touch. Stick that over me, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks,
There you
mate.
go, mate. Congratulations. Thank you very
They do kiss on the cheek in France. Is that
they
something?
hook up.
They
They
kiss on
tongue.
the. We don't. Okay. All right. That
of
means a
tongue.
lot, mate. That means a lot.
What a beautiful moment.
So I just thought I'd present on behalf of the people. You won gold for the
Oh,
people.
fuck yeah, dude. I needed that.
Jeez,
That's
there's
got
a
me
bit
up.
of weight in this.
There is. There's more weight in this than
There's
I
a
was
bit of weight
expecting.
in this. Just this, you
Have a
gone
bite
legit.
of that, Ed.
There's actually parts of the bloke studio in that medal.
That's
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Which part? I hope
No
it's the
chalky in
testes.
that.
No. There's
No chalky.
No
Well,
chalky.
Oh,
listen.
we spared no expense.
I felt like I deserved it.
Yeah, that means a lot.
So that's 9 gold for Australia now.
9.
Shit, yeah, dude. Couple closer to that 18 we were talking
Fuck, we
about.
pull halfway.
Yeah, you might want to add that to your.
Yeah, we'll add this after the
Put
show.
it up.
later.
Put it up there, mate.
But there you
Oh,
go,
the
boys.
cough
Mate.
box.
Beautiful.
Sorry, everyone.
Definitely clean that microphone.
That didn't come through.
Holy shit, bro.
You're a fucking grotty cunt.
You're
Mate,
a
I just
pig.
won gold. I can get away with it.
That's just.
You've got a statute of limitations.
That was outrageous.
Please clean that before Timmy gets on that on Monday. Holy
I've never
shit.
seen anything like it.
That
Yeah,
was
dude.
aggressive. That was aggressive.
Mate, it didn't come through.
I
I'm
tell you
testing
what.
out the cough box here.
I tell you what,
shit.
you don't see that sort of behaviour out of a germaphobe, generally speaking.
No, you
mate,
don't.
Nah, you got to be
Someone
short
is-
on sleep.
That's a
Someone as particular as him. That was outrageous. Holy shit.
I think that was as play on as it
guard. That caught me completely off guard.
very uncouth.
Did you
very
use your cough
uncouth.
button?
Of course I fucking did. I was testing it out. Why do you think I did it?
Holy shit.
I was road
The
testing.
problem is mine was live.
Yours was
Oh,
like.
as in the mic.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would hope it picked up on the other microphone.
My
There was a
God.
lot
That's why
about
I
that.
gave it some.
Well, thank you, Denon.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
thank you, mate. That
Look,
means
I
a
thought,
lot.
I thought you deserved it. I thought you've gone the big lift
Thank
for the
you,
nation,
mate.
getting
Thank
up
you.
each night, all that stuff.
Thank you, mate.
And as I said, I feel like I have the authority to be able to, and the privilege to be able to pass that
Of
on
course
to
you
the
do.
people.
You're a dear friend.
Yeah.
So there's gold for the country.
Gold.
Gold for the nation.
Gold.
Now, with the streams, boys, walk us through what's been the darkest times, what's been the best times,
Fuck darkest times.
where you've gone, this sucks.
I mean, Molly losing
the
today
darkest
tough.
time was definitely this morning, I reckon.
Yeah.
Molly O'Callaghan and Shayna Jack in the 100-metre free. Molly was expected to medal, if not expected to win. In fact, she was.
No, she was expected to win.
She was
She was
expected to
short
win.
as shit.
She was
$1.65.
65 with the bookies,
Unbackable.
and so you deduce from that a reasonably heavy favourite.
Bookies don't get it wrong.
Rarely,
Yeah.
very rarely, Denon. And for her to finish fourth, 0.01 outside the medals, that was flat.
Listen, I don't want to get
That
too
was
technical either, but she got her strokes all fucked up and she mistimed the final touch on the wall.
Okay.
So it was like a half stroke to the wall. When
Which
what you
you
really
don't-
want
you're
is
not looking- you don't want a half
you want
stroke.
a full stroke
Yeah, yeah.
extension.
Yep.
And honestly, that was the difference. She probably would have she would have medaled if she hadn't fucked that up. And this was a conversation I had with Ian Thorpe post race. That he was saying the same thing.
Ian said the same thing.
Yeah, Ian said the same thing on comms.
Yeah. And then the best moment would have been Jess Fox, probably last night.
Jess Fox 1, Jess Fox 2. Also fucking Kaylee McEwen backstroke.
Kaylee McEwen in the backstroke. That was sick because
Yeah.
she came over the top of 2 Yanks, and I just hooked that shit to my vein every day of the week.
What about the Yanks trying to go, it's a total of medals, not
Yeah,
actual
no, they're
golds?
losers. They're losers.
Are
Go
you
to the
kidding me?
official Olympics website and work it out yourself.
But then when they
Oh my God.
And
when
it's
they want
also-
to talk about the success in the pool, then they base it on gold when it suits them. But then when it goes to full medal tally, they switch it around again.
Unbelievable.
It's
They're a
like
disgrace.
what you reckon that 10 bronzes equals 1 gold. It doesn't work that
No,
way.
it doesn't.
It
They're
also
fucking
it goes in order. It's golds, the most golds, and then the most silvers, and then the most bronze. It doesn't matter if you've got 50 bronze. If you've got more silvers, you're above the next best, even if you're equal on golds. So it's in that order.
Bronzes don't beat silvers. Silvers don't beat golds.
That's exactly right, and it's as simple as that.
It's actually sad for a nation, a once mighty nation, who listen. Geopolitically, they're just on their knees, right? They're embarrassing themselves right now. They're an embarrassment. And then you get to the Olympics and they can't even win a real gold.
I tell you what, the Olympics is proving: Australian women are better than everyone around the world.
Well, and also Australian men hate gold medals at the moment, but that's all right. The Australian women are absolutely.
Let's focus on the positive.
fucking-
Australian women
dominating.
are the best women in the world right now.
Oh.
Literally proven by fact.
Oh yeah,
Mate, it's a fact. But our girls have always been golden.
yeah they have.
They're the Golden Girls.
They've always been golden.
Yeah.
They've always punched above their weight. Betty Cuthbert, Dawn Fraser, Kathy Freeman, Madam Butterfly. The list goes on and on and on. Like, we turn up and we fucking dominate.
We rip.
Yep.
Some more to contemporary examples, obviously Jess Fox, Ariane Titmus.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, we just
Emma
turn up
McKeon.
and we dominate. Who's the hurdler?
Sally Pearson.
Sally Pearson.
Jana Rawlinson, Pittman Rawlinson. I
Didn't
don't know
win
if she ever
gold.
win a medal, but
she was world champion.
She was still
she was
there.
world champion. Golden Girls. They've always led the way.
They have led the
They've
way.
always led the
Tatiana
way.
Grigorieva, silver, Sydney 2000, also a smoke show.
Have we got a? I think we may as well, Tom. Just talking pole vault. I think our vaulter might be favourite for gold.
Someone mentioned to us that we've got a vaulter in contention.
Yes,
We've
actually,
got
I
a proud,
think we do.
we've got a
I
proud
think we do.
vaulting history.
Yep.
Obviously, you think of Steve Hooker. You think of
Tatiana
Tatiana Grigorieva, who won silver at Sydney, I believe, if memory serves.
I might have just said that. Yep.
Thank you, Tom. Wasn't listening. It's my defense mechanism. It's my survival mechanism. It's just to tune out from you every now and then, just to keep me upbeat.
Oh,
And
mate,
we've got
you got
Jessica
it.
Hull as well in the, I think it's a 1500. She came second, I think, in the last race, and she broke the 2,000
3,000, I think it was.
No.
Someone checked it the other day. It was a
2,000
2,000
metre.
Okay, 2,000.
That she just recently broke, I'm pretty sure.
Just for pole vault, we've got Curtis Marshall, who's fifth favourite. Unfortunately, the favourite is actually paying $1.02, but
For the men?
for the men, yeah.
What about the women?
Let me have a look.
Is there there's a distance runner potentially?
That's the one we're just talking about.
Sorry,
Yeah,
mate,
Jessica
just
Hull.
tune out.
Oh, my apologies. Yes, we have the favourite in the women's pole vault, Nina Kennedy.
There
Nina
you go.
Kennedy.
Nina Kennedy. All eyes on Nina. I love track medals because they're hard to come by.
They are.
They're well, field obviously in this instance, but very, very hard to come by.
Yep.
We got a grind out there for them.
We do. But yeah, Australian women officially better than all women around the world.
Yes, it's not even close.
Which we probably knew going in, but it's nice to have our suspicions
Confirmation.
confirmed.
It's almost we knew it, but now the rest of the world knows it.
Yep.
And they have to accept it.
And we need to remind them every 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that your women are better than ours? No.
Yep.
Incorrect.
You see people being
Incorrect.
like, what the fuck? Why are Australian women so goddamn fast in the water? What the hell's going on down there? Listen, you don't get it.
Because we're Gert. Gert by sea.
Correct.
We are Gert. Like, you don't get it because you're not Gert.
Nah.
Once you become Gert, like
Get it.
straight up Gert,
Yeah.
the Gert,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then,
Women's 1500, we've got the second favourite.
Yeah, Hull.
there's
Jessica Hull.
medals. There's medals out there, baby. There's medals out
Oh yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
There's medals.
Absolutely. So at the moment, we're currently sitting 7 gold if you don't include Tom Andy's gold, which would make us 9.
It's 9, really.
We got 6 silver, 3 bronze, and look, it's just we're getting dominant.
Not bad weighting. I like because it's most gold, then second most silver, then third most bronze. Like that's the order you wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we go for gold.
You don't want to do it like the Yanks, like have 50 fucking bronzes. Yeah. You know, no
Yeah.
offense, but
Well, and they got the biggest team too, so it's almost like, of course, you have the most bronze because you just like got more numbers. They just throw numbers at it, whereas
Yeah.
we throw special.
throw
things.
quality.
we
throw
throw
quality at the problem.
Yeah.
we've always been quality over quantity.
Yeah,
On the
absolutely.
on the per capita medal tally, I think we'd be winning. Just
Surely.
worth remembering.
The what?
Per
capita?
capita.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Medals divided by the population.
I think it's like New Zealand and then us in regards to best sporting nations on earth per capita.
Yeah.
I think it goes New Zealand and us.
And there's an argument to be made that we basically own New Zealand. It's just a territory of Australia.
Well, it's essentially another state. State of New Zealand.
Speaking of states, I was down in Melbourne and I want to get your feedback because this changed my life when I heard it. I was down in Melbourne and a dude said, "Oh yeah, I always go up to NS Dub." He called New South Wales NS Dub, and I want to
NS
know,
Dub.
and I want to know, does that fly or not? Because it blew my mind.
NS Dub.
Listen.
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it. To be
Out
honest,
the gates.
Out the gates, I couldn't believe what I heard.
Quite like it.
it's kind of got a bit of the critter and the tot Oz and the Luai post-game celebration. New South, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit of that about it. I don't mind it. I think it's kind of cool.
NS Dub. That's what he called New South Wales. NS Dub,
Fuck yeah, dude.
New South Wales, pretty wordy. New NSW,
and it's a dub, a win.
bit of a
NS
bit wordy.
Dub.
NS Dub,
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. Okay.
Who
No, that's a
told you
pass.
that?
I was just down in Melbourne for work, and one of the people that was working with him, he was like, "Oh yeah, I just went up to NSW the other day," and I didn't know what he said after that because my mind was blown.
Did he NS Dub or NSW?
He just said dub, NS Dub.
Because, I mean, you could sort of just QLD, but that's just all the letters, so it doesn't really sound
Yeah,
as
but
cool.
NS, and also the dub, getting a dub, getting a
Getting a
win.
dub, yeah.
NS Dub also sounds kind of like a big ship, like an army ship. The
Oh,
NS
like
Dub.
HMAS.
The NS Dub. Yeah, like that.
You're going into war on the NS dub, you're winning.
Well, you're winning.
Yeah.
You go into battle in something called that ends in dub.
Yeah.
Then you win.
You win.
Obviously, there's no else.
No, I respect that. I'm down in Melbourne tomorrow, Denon, so I'll canvass the joint as well, see if that's just like a Victorian
Why don't
thing
you
that they do.
when you're checking in, go just been up NS dub, just flew down.
I'm just
today.
coming
see
down
what
from
they say.
NS Dub. See how it tracks.
Where are you from? NS dub.
When he said, I couldn't believe what I heard. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Never heard that before.
And you might get some love back. You might go, oh, NS dub. Yeah, I've been.
Oh,
NS
yeah,
dub.
mad,
It
dude.
might really be a thing down there. It might be the way they say it, like chicken parma. Which
How'd
I
you find the
don't like.
Victorians generally? Bit odd, eh?
Definitely different.
Oh, they're different.
They're different.
They're nice, but like a bit sort of how you going.
They're no Queenslanders.
No, well,
they're not Queenslanders.
Queensland's and NSWs are we're pretty similar in
Relatively.
sensibility. Relatively, obviously we're better,
more
but
similar than them.
More
Absolutely.
similar.
Victorians are way more different than New South Wales and Queensland.
Yeah.
Way more different.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's Victoria,
And then it gets
South
weird,
Australia,
and then it gets
WA.
pretty weird. South Australia, then it like gets less weird up with WA.
Yeah,
I tell you what, I didn't know.
Tassie.
My missus from Victoria, they have a huge rivalry with South Australia, just like New South Wales and Queensland.
yeah. But no one cares about that rivalry.
No, that is
Well,
crazy.
they
It's
care.
crazy. No, I know they do, but like you know what I mean. Like across the nation, no one really is like, oh yeah, Victoria and South Australia. Everyone's like, whatever, sure. You know?
And then Tassie and West Australia, like, what about us? What about us? Oh, have WA got one with the NT? Surely
WA
not.
is just so fucking big. It's probably just a lot of infighting.
Isn't Perth the most isolated city in the world?
Yep.
That's
Capital,
so crazy.
I mean, maybe capital
Capital
city.
city.
That's so mental. It's so mental.
Have you been there before?
Yes.
It feels isolating when you're there. You're
Yeah.
like, this is in the
It's
arsehole
actually,
of the
not
planet.
that bad. I actually
No,
don't
but not in a
mind it.
bad. Not a
No,
bad. I like it
it's
there,
not-
but it
I don't think-
feels. There's something in the air. You're like,
Definitely
wow, I
different.
feel like away from everything.
It's almost like the distance between us and Perth. If in Europe, that would be like multiple countries across.
yeah.
Well,
So weird.
Perth is closer to Jakarta than Sydney.
That is mental. That is-
Perth-
Perth
I'm a
is
puggy,
closer
dog.
than Jakarta than Sydney. Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like an hour flight to Bali. It's fucking close. What's the I actually would be interested to know that. What's the distance between Sydney and Perth, and then what's the difference between like London and Moscow?
So Sydney and Perth is just over 3,000, and I'll get
London
that
and Moscow.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there'd be multiple countries in between.
In between.
Europe.
And that's yeah, when you're flying over as well, it's like you're just smacked in the face by how little there is going on in between.
Oh, yeah. Not
It's
much.
a whole lot of fucking nothing.
Not much going on.
That's the weird thing about Europe when you're traveling is like you can get on a train, go an hour north, and you're in a whole different country. It's crazy.
So London and Moscow's 2,500, so 700 kilometers less, shorter.
That's insane.
Isn't that wild?
That's so crazy.
Isn't that fucking wild
That is
stuff?
fucking mental. That is mental.
There you go.
Boys, the people have been waiting because they just want to hear your thoughts on Blaze Talangi leaving the Eels.
Love it.
Pretty hectic.
It's pretty hectic. When it came across our desk,
pretty hectic.
it was jaws down sort of
It's
stuff.
pretty hectic.
Okay.
We were talking to Rue overnight. He was like, mate, he's been fucking there for ages through the Harold Matt
15,
system and
yes,
everything.
15.
And they've got a handful of games out of him.
Yeah.
Get a
And now
taste of
he's
the big
off.
league and then bounces.
Isn't that devastating?
Yeah.
They like, I mean, on some level, if I'm just going to try and put down my Parramatta hatred for a second, it's like you feel sorry for the fans a little bit, but it sounds like club mismanagement or like agreeing to contracts that are fucking absurd. Like these contracts where it's like every couple of years these players can just bounce.
The only absurd contract is the Dylan Brown one. The rest of them is just carry on and trying to stoke up, like because Parramatta are the easy targets right now.
Yeah.
Let's start stoking up fear about Mitchell Moses. Like Mitchell Moses having a player option in the third or like the fourth year of his contract. Like that's not that rare.
So is Blaze not at the end of his contract? Or
No,
is
so
he at the end of his contract?
He
not
had
a
an
player
option. So he had like a 2-year deal or something, and he had an option that he could take up or not take up, which is it's pretty normal. It's not that crazy
For someone that
Unlike
young,
Dylan's,
that
which is like
talented and all
every
that sort of
year.
shit.
Exactly. Dylan's is the weird one. Dylan
And
Brown's
why is
the weird one.
Dylan's weird and Blaze isn't?
Well, because Dylan's he's got like essentially an 8-year contract.
Yeah.
And every 2 years he can choose to stay on. Or
Right.
not
Well,
go.
that's weird.
But he did that reportedly for security. Now, the only reason why Dill and the club would agree to that I can look at and see is like, or that makes sense, sorry, is that they said to Dill, take unders initially, but because you're taking such unders, we'll give you this really long contract so that it's worth you taking on. Like, because they would have said initially, Dylan, we can only pay you this amount because we're paying Mitch this, Guther this, blah, blah, blah. And Dill would have said, well, if I take that, and your word is that you'll give me a nice contract, in 2 years' time, that word means nothing, literally nothing. So they probably would have turned around and said, okay, to show you that we really mean it, that we want you here for a long term, here's this long contract with options. The Blaze Talangi one, I definitely get why Eels fans would be upset, but it's just timing. Like it's looking like the Panthers have signed him as 6. And at the moment, he's behind Dylan Brown, and you're not going to get rid of Dylan Brown to keep Blaze Talangi.
But wasn't he not also a fullback option for next year?
But it sounds like the Panthers have said you can play 6 for us.
Yes.
And so what I think has happened is like there's really nothing the Eels could have offered him other than like a fucking huge contract and the 6 jersey,
Which would be insane.
So I just think that it's just really bad timing. Like there's not a single young rookie that if they got approached by Penrith and they were off contract and Penrith, and again, this is all speculation, but reports are that he's going to Penrith. Their 6 jersey is free next year. There's not a single rookie that the manager wouldn't say, mate, take
this fucking option.
Play outside Nathan Cleary in this side. You'd be honestly, if it is true that he is signed by Penrith to play 6, he would be stupid not to take that. And I know that it's easy for me to say that because I'm not a Para supporter. I get that. But for example, let's say next year, let's say Broncos were in the same situation and Payne Haas got offered a contract with like Penrith Panthers and he took it. I'd be Devo, but I'd be like, I kind of get it. Like,
you can understand him going. I was more
the junior side of things.
That. But like give players options. But is it normal to give like a junior unproven? That sort of thing, to have options like that? Like, is that sort of normal?
He probably would have been offered because he's a super talented young kid. So there would have been lower tier clubs that would have said to him, we'll give you $400,000 to come. And then Eels would have said, look, we can only pay you minimum because our salary cap's screwed. And at that time when they signed him, they would have been probably in the grand final or just coming off grand final. And so he would have said, okay, I'll take minimum. I can get more elsewhere. So I'll take minimum. But because I'm taking minimum, I want to see how things are going, like where I'm at. Like also, he would have re-signed when Dylan Brown was, had the 6 jersey as well. That's another reason why he said, okay, I'll sign, see how things are going, see if there's an opportunity for me to actually play in the position I want to play in. So it's not that not normal to have player options. It's
for a young kid.
Yeah, it's really not. Like now, it'd be if the Eels signed him on like a big contract and then they gave him a player option, that's a different story because it's like, so you're giving him best of both worlds. You're getting him the fucking massive contract and the player option. But usually what it says is we got one of the youngest, best talents in the country. We can't afford to pay you what a lower tier club can pay you, but what we can give you is a player option.
Now, I don't have birdies tweeting at me, whispering in the ears with giving us the word on the ground, so I don't know where. I just get my rugby league news from, Scoops Hoops, Dean Ritchie, Paul Crawley and the like, but Carianis, I'm just trying to name fucking journos now, but like I think Hoops was saying like the top 3 of Para's like juniors in their grand final winning side have all gone. Like, does that at all speak to a club that can't fucking hold on to throbbers?
Well, okay, but you got to look at what position they are. So it looks like
they're all spine.
Exactly. So it looks like, for example, it looks like Blaze is a 6 potential. Like it looks like it anyway. Sanders is a 7, and then I'm not sure about the other one. Arthur is a 9. But that is a unique situation. Like his father got let go. Like so that's different.
Yeah.
So you look at a 6 and a 7. Like of course, like even the Penrith Panthers after winning grand finals lost Isaiah Katoa. Why? Because he's not going to sit behind Nathan Cleary. So I think it's just a blessing in the curse of having one of the best ones in the competition that the Eels have had.
Yeah.
So I fucking feel for them though.
Oh,
like they've got the side they've got to be sitting where they are on the ladder, and then you wake up to that news, you'd go, "What?
Yeah.
The fuck is going on?" We were in a grand final a couple of years ago.
Look, and
we're staring at a spoon and we're losing all our throbbers.
I know.
What the fuck's happening?
Yeah, I've been critical of the Eels' retention since the grand final, but in this case, if it is true that he goes to Penrith to play 6, I don't blame him.
There's nothing you can do.
What are you going to do in that situation?
You're not going to play outside Nathan Cleary?
Yep. And also, what are you going to get rid of Dylan Brown? Like, Dylan Brown's proven in the NRL. Like, you just can't.
You can't do that. It'd be a hell of a risk.
Yeah.
You don't want to stay fighting for the spoon, Blaze?
and also, the thing that's tough for Eels is, like, you look at a lot of people go, oh, but look who you get to play with. Well, the reality is they're on the bottom of the table. So that weight in negotiations that the top tier clubs have. At the moment, the Eels don't have that. I just think it's a. If any other club came in for him, I reckon he probably does say. I think it's just because the Penrith Panthers at the perfect time had a 6 jersey pretty much free.
How do you reckon he'll go at 6?
I still reckon he's a year or two away from being ready, but his play style outside Cleary is like a match made in heaven. Because he's not like an organising half. He's a incredible athlete, really strong ball runner, almost a bit similar to Dylan Brown. He will. Put it this way: imagine Dylan Brown outside Nathan Cleary.
Yeah.
Fucking rip. He'd rip.
People sort of were like talking shit around like, like Parramatta just getting fucking raided for players. Like, Penrith fucking, they're bringing in, it's like Penrith have actually, in fairness to them, lost like
A whole team.
so many good players and they've never gone out into the market.
Lost a whole team.
Still kept winning. It's like, well, now they've just made a really timely, smart, astute fucking signing. And you're like
Fisher Harris,
well done.
Kikau, Burton, they're losing Taruba, they're losing
Critter,
Luai,
Isaiah
Katoa. Like, what are we talking about? They've lost a fuckload of talent.
Yeah. So, just one of those things. As I said, if it is Penrith, there's not much you can do. There's really not much.
And then if it's not Penrith, then it's like, okay, whoops.
Well, it just depends on what Blaze is thinking. If Blaze Slungy is sitting there going, I want to play a 6, he's not going to get ahead of Dylan Brown. Like, Dylan Brown is the current 6 for the Kiwis. And also, like, I know the Eels not going that well, but he still rips each week at 6.
Yeah.
It's not
Is what it is.
And so I didn't know that he was so hell-bent on 6. I know that's
I
what
don't
he
know that
played,
he
but
is. That's
I
just.
thought it was fullback as well.
I don't know that he is, but if he is going to Penrith,
He's not going to play fullback.
That would suggest.
No, he's definitely not.
That would suggest that he.
That'd be.
Look,
But you might also just go to Penrith regardless,
Exactly.
right? Like, even if they're like, we'll put you in the centres, like, fucking all right.
Exactly. So, like, that's all just speculation about the 6 jersey. Like, but I think that people that think that he wanted to just play fullback, that's clearly not true if he lands at Penrith because he's not going to play fullback over Dylan Edwards.
Would Ivan seek the counsel of Nathan on matters like that? Would he be like, do you reckon you could play with?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't think you'd ever sign nearly at any club, even a bottom tier club. If you've got a guy that's an actual 7, that's your main guy in the 7 jersey, you would definitely at least go to him and say, what do you think of this guy? Like, what are your thoughts? Blah, blah. I mean, you might not base your whole decision on it, but you would absolutely like just throw it up to him to see what he thinks. But yeah, perfect timing for the Penrith Panthers and be interesting to see how it goes.
seem to fall their way.
So good. They're
Isaiah
so
Nathan
Papali'i as
Cleary.
well.
Oh, yeah, Isaiah.
Papali'i.
He wasn't good enough for the Tigers.
And Dane Laurie's been ripping since going from the Tigers to Penrith Panthers.
Well,
yeah.
what shot?
Luke Garner, was it? I'll take I don't know. Don't even pay me. Just get me out of the joint. I'll just come over for free.
Alrighty, guys. Don't forget, Menulog hungriest player this week is Nathan Cleary. Use code
Kid was
Cleary
starving.
for $7 off this week. Minimum spend $20. So that's code Cleary for $7 off your order this week. You just got to spend $20. Brian, Toto rumours. So the initial report from Danny Weiler was that there has been informal interest in Toto. As the story developed, it seems this was coming from Toto's management rather than Penrith, because Penrith came out and said that's not true. We haven't heard anything from Toto or his management at this point. Penrith, however, have come out multiple times and said he's not going anywhere. He's currently signed until the end of 27, and also they reportedly met yesterday, the management and Penrith, which would suggest that at the very least, like, it doesn't necessarily mean he's like sitting there going, I want out immediately, but at very least there is something there that
Going
Toto's
on.
not happy with.
We were debating this on the 5-hour dream stream this morning at some ungodly hour. But
Probably 3:30.
Probably around 3:30, 3:35.
Which is when you talk about these sort of
That's when you get into
absolutely.
your fucking Brian Toto work. And we were trying to work out whether, obviously, like, everyone's worth $1 million at the Tigers, right? So, like, he's always going to be able to go, like, he'd be able to go and get a shitload of money somewhere. Not knowing exactly what he's at on at the Panthers, I heard someone throwing like 650 or something.
That's the reported figure.
Was
but
that what
just
you
don't know.
would, if you were just sort of finger to the air, would you say that's probably sort of like what a winger's getting paid?
Yeah, about 600 is probably what he's getting paid.
If he's pissed off, right, and obviously the Tigers will give you 1.2, 1.3, maybe 1.4, like, would you or the Panthers Do you reckon the Panthers could justify bumping him up to some degree? Not obviously matching it, but like
For
going,
sure.
yeah.
I reckon they'd be crazy not to give him at least at 800.
Yeah.
I think 800 is the good
That'd be the max.
yeah, in that squad. Me personally, if I'm the Tigers, I'd pay him $1 million. And I know people get frustrated when I say the $1 million, but this salary cap is obviously bigger than the last salary cap. So put it this way.
He's also like not just a winger almost.
He's like better than most front rowers. But like, put it this way: if you would sign Toto for $750K in 2023, that's essentially the same as signing him for $1 million in 2024.
Well, just off the back of that, he signed this current contract, which let's say is 650 in 2022.
Yeah.
So
Kid has not taken a
Is
backward
he
step.
looking for?
And it probably didn't have a ratchet clause that goes up
I
with
need
the
I
cap.
need more cash.
So like so as I said, if you're sitting there going, Kempy, you're crazy for saying you're signing for $1 million, it's the same as you saying, the listener right now, would you sign him in 2023 for $750K? I think most of us say, yeah, we would.
Would say to go up 20%, it'd be 800 to $1 million, would it? Is that the math?
25%.
It was 25%. Okay. There you go.
Roughly, it's not exact because the salary cap went up 25%. So it's roughly, but that's just a rough figure to work out. But for example, would you sign him in 2023 last year for $750K a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking oath, I would, mate. The guy's a freak show.
That's what I'm saying. So that's $750K. Roughly, it's not exact. You can get technical with math. Obviously, I'm not fucking great at math, but roughly, that's the equivalent in the new salary cap to about $1 million-ish. $750 to $800K to about $1 million. So like, it's not as crazy as people think. Like for example, remember when we were all the first $1 million player got signed, and we were all sitting there going, "Holy shit!" Now there's so many players on $1 million, like halves, and obviously rightly so, like they should be. And so I reckon Penrith. Usually, I'm always of the mind of like, you see the contract out, you signed it, whatever. But in this situation, I go like, he is so vital to them. Just give him a little bump up to 800K. Everyone's happy, and you just move forward.
Keep him happy.
Give him a little bump.
Just keep him happy. Keep him happy. He'd be a fucking huge loss.
You can't replace
Unless
him.
there's some throbber out there I'm not aware of that they've just rolling
Well,
out
that's the
on the
thing.
but there's
production
no,
line.
I mean, if there's no Toto out there.
Surely not.
In my opinion, he's one of the greatest wingers to ever play the game already.
How old is he?
He's 25.
25?
Yeah. 25, 26.
Fucking hell.
That's hot.
That's hot,
That's
horny
hot
work.
stuff.
Now
You gotta-
the only question is like you don't, if you're from a club's perspective, you probably don't want to sign him for too long though, because he plays so physical. How can he do that for another 10 years or whatever? He's probably got another fight. Look, I'm happy to be proven wrong. Like, I don't know whether he will or won't, but he's such a physical player. Surely his body, he'll have to slow down a little bit eventually.
You would imagine so, but also he does things that continue to
Normal people
surprise
don't
me,
do.
and he's got a bit of Superman about him. It wouldn't shock me if he was running around. He's been drinking at the Fountain of Youth, and he plays till he's 35. That wouldn't shock me.
He might be bathing in the fucking Fountain of Youth, you know?
He might own one.
Just wash
He
himself.
might own it.
Maybe it was part of his contract.
Fountain of Youth enemas. Keeping himself tip top.
He does like anime. So maybe this.
Oh, so because he likes anime, he likes animas.
Yeah.
Anime.
But also believes in that
Anime.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You sit down. Yeah, it's called anime.
Squirt cartoons up your ass.
Yeah. or you get your arsehole cleaned out while you watch
While you watch
Anime.
cartoons, yeah.
anime. It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. I'd be shocked if he's not already doing
Bit
it.
of Dragons Ball Z and a hose up their ass.
That's rugby league, man.
That's rugby league.
That's
mate.
rugby league.
That's how
rugby
you do it.
league.
It's
That's how
modern rugby league.
well, that's how you stay young.
Obviously, your block of roaches would be turning in their grave. Obviously, he's still alive. You know what I'm saying?
His metaphorical grave.
Metaphorical grave.
Game's on soft.
Well, game's gone weird. But no, I think
That's
it's,
how you do
it's
the
playing on.
PCMs these days. That's
Yeah.
how you get them.
Anime and enemas.
Anime.
Anime.
The Tigers confirmed on Monday that Stefano will depart the club at the end of the season. It's unknown where he'll end up. However, the two major contenders seem to be the Bulldogs and Storm.
Bulldogs and Storm.
Go to the Dogs. Fuck the Storm. I'm running on that.
You know, I said this the other day, but like, you can't win as a young fella. Like, they always get told, mate, go to the best clubs and test yourself and be the best you can be. Take less money. Then a player does it, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I can't believe you're leaving a battler club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're taking a pay cut. You should take the big contract at the club that's struggling. It's like, can't win.
But also, like, the Tigers can go over to fucking England and just literally out on the street like they're
With a
hawking fake
megaphone.
Louis Vuitton bags, and they just got photos of rugby league players like, step right up and get Jaden Sullivan for fuck all money. And then like someone wants to leave because the club sucks, and it's like, yeah, well, mate, we just want people who made the right stuff. It's like,
He just want people to bung it down and love the club.
yeah, mate, people just
Bung it
want
down, love
do
the club.
tough stuff. You're
We're
like,
all about loyalty.
Come on, but all about loyalty. Loyalty's dead.
yeah,
in the game.
yeah. Fucking
Loyalty's dead in the game.
Bateman leaves mid-season.
Loyalty's dead, mate. They've been shopping him around all season.
Yeah.
Fucking loyalty, mate.
Yeah, mate, it's fucking great.
Haven't you been in the UK for 6 months trying to sell your
Yeah.
fucking wares, mate?
Yeah, it's actually fucking insane, the hypocrisy. Like, they just look straight in your face, and it's like, Stefano's a dog, and you're like, what? Am I taking crazy pills here, bro? You just got back from London.
Didn't you
You
put
still
in
got your fucking suitcase with you.
Wasn't it you that agreed to his contract saying he could leave if he doesn't play Origin? Like, that was you who
Yeah,
agreed
you
to that.
put that in, right?
And now he's like, he's using it, a clause you agreed to, and you want to pull the loyalty card when you've been trying to flog half the squad in
Bud
the UK for
Sullivan's
6
like
months.
fucking 4 games into his 4-year contract.
It's madness. It's fucking ridiculous, is what it is. Good on Stefano. Go out there and mate, do whatever makes you happy. But I would say this, Stefano. if
Sow
you're
your wild
listening,
oats.
I'd say this if you're listening. Melbourne have a great track record. Okay. They make mediocre great, and they make great spectacular. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
I mean, imagine him in that Melbourne jersey.
Look what they've done to Nick Meaney, just as a recent example.
Josh King.
As another recent example.
Remus
nice
Smith. No disrespect to these players, but we all know what we're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about. Nick Meaney, you go, oh, right,
Nick Meaney was let go by the Newcastle Knights of 3 spoons in a row fame,
So
and
was
then the
King as
Dogs and King.
Now look at him.
Killing
You're
it.
like, fuck yeah, dude. Nick Meaney rips. And he kicks goals.
I think he's nearly top point scorer as well at the
Yep.
moment. First or second.
He's good for a meaty, and he kicks well, honest and true.
Mm-hmm.
So, listen,
That's
the
where
smart call, the smart footy is go down to the fucking
I thought the
Storm.
whole yarn was that the Storm can't even fucking afford him. They're just trying
Well,
to.
yeah, there's-
Sort of
I
trying
thought,
to get him
I
a
thought we
lay-by
talked about this
after
already.
pay
Didn't we
or some
talk about this
shit.
already?
I think that
Give him a
they're-
boat?
Well,
Yeah.
I think they're trying to work out a way to get him at the moment. What do you got there, Matty?
Yeah, Meaney's second point scorer at the moment.
To
top?
whom?
Jermaine Saka.
He wasn't doing that at the
How many
Knights.
points behind?
Nor the Dogs.
9 points behind.
Wow.
Who's third?
Val,
Where's Ruben at?
5th.
Had a couple of concussions.
He's had
that's
some
all right.
concussion
Yeah,
issues,
he
mate. He's had a couple of
Yeah,
injuries.
it's all right.
Good to see Croker back on the field on the weekend.
Fucking oath, it was good to see
About
Croaks
time.
back on the field.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah,
Just
good
in
stuff.
time for finals footy.
Oh, mate, well, he's our Nathan Cleary. So, you know, he goes out for a couple of games. He's injured and he comes back ready to rip and tear for the fucking club. Assault on
We'll
the
go
premiership.
deep. We'll go deep.
We'll go fucking
We'll
nuts
go
deep,
deep.
dude.
We get Hamole back next
Yeah.
week.
If he's your Nathan Cleary, why'd he come back through reserve grade?
Because he's been out for fucking twice the amount of time as Nathan.
Exactly.
So what, you reckon Cleary would go back through reserve
He
grade?
should if,
100. Mate,
if Ivan's got any
if-
sense.
Mate, if he's out for 16 weeks, he'd come back through the fucking
Yeah.
through New South
Through
Wales
the
Cup.
feeder
That's
system.
what it's there for.
That's
mate.
what it's there for. You
That's
get
what
some
it's there
meters
for.
in the legs, time on pins.
That's what it's there for.
if Ivan knows how to coach, then
it
that's what he'd
sounds an
do.
awful lot like you're trying to disrespect New South Wales Cup, mate.
Yeah, also trying to disrespect fucking Croaks. I'll clip this up and send it to him. Dan.
I was the one that said it's good to see him back.
Yeah, but then you
did say
started
that.
being disrespectful.
I just look.
No, listen, you
good
did say
player,
that.
I'm just not sure that he's Nathan Cleary's level at the moment.
Yeah, what would you know, mate?
Well, different positions, mate. That's
He might
probably-
grow into it.
He's the news. He's the Nathan Cleary of fucking hookers, is what he is. Right now,
Okay.
Cameron Smith said that. I think he might have said it in your show the other day.
I will say
He wasn't
I
on.
don't mind like Stefano at
There
the
you go.
Dogs
I like Stefano at the Dogs.
because we're in the 2-year window where we love things.
Yes.
As Australians,
Oh, we're very much in that.
we're in the 2-year window where everyone loves the Dogs. Give them another 12 months after this, and we'll all hate them.
Yep.
Yep.
But we're in the 2-year window. Stefano, he's got 12 months of love that we can give him at the Dogs.
Dude, I'm with you. I prefer him at the Dogs.
Yeah.
Fuck the Storm. I've been hating the Storm now for fucking 20 years. Like
they
coming up
dominate
on
you?
20 years. Well, no, they didn't actually. I think we were better because they cheated and we won comps. But the Dogs rebuild, good players, Critter, Cherry returning, Reed Marnie, Niggly Reed, all that bullshit.
All that
Kick
bullshit.
out. Yeah, give me a Stefano in there, a big boy. He'd look
In
good in
that
that
Doggies
Dog's
jersey,
jersey.
though, yeah, he would look good.
He'd
Like-
look good, man.
04 jersey with the
Ah.
collar.
Oh, with that. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Now I'm starting to touch
Boss.
myself, Dan.
Let him go now.
Speaking of hot jerseys, what about the Cowboys celebrating the great
Oh,
Carl
yeah.
Webb?
Yeah. That's
Those
a mean
jerseys
jersey.
are so good.
The great Carl
Great
Webb.
cause as well. Great cause.
Love that.
Great cause. A
I'm-
fucking amazing cause.
Yeah, the dogs are really hot right now.
They are so likeable too.
Everyone's loving
Their
them.
front rower is Josh Curran.
Oh, I know.
Like he's ripping.
I'm a Josh Curran fan.
Yeah, I'm a Curran.
Who isn't?
That's a great point.
Like he's the fact that he went up to Brisbane against the Brisbane forward pack and ripped.
Oh, that was
Is
good.
incredible.
Jeez,
Is he I've never sized him up. Is he quite a big boy?
No,
He doesn't
not
seem
at
like
all.
a particularly big
He's not
boy.
even a big edge back rower.
Yeah.
He'd be a small edge back. As a matter of fact, there are centres and wingers that are bigger than him, but he just rips.
So he's all mongrel.
rip.
He's all mongrel.
He's all mongrel.
Hard yakka.
He's all about the yuck.
Aussie ticker.
He's all ticker.
Yep. Sounds like my cup of tea then. Sounds like my cup of tea. They did a job on you.
They smoked us.
Oh yeah, actually that's not bad. I didn't want to bring it up, obviously, because we're a pro.
didn't want to bring it up.
No, it's a pro Australia. It's like it's all very positive vibes, moving forward,
Hey,
nation as one sort of stuff. You've given us gold medals. I don't want to be rude.
You must be eyeballing Manly, the great Manly Seagulls going, fuck it.
Aren't you on the slide as well, though?
On the slide.
Slide to
Hang
eight.
on.
I think we're seven.
Are we seven?
I think we're seven.
So we're,
Entrenched,
hang on,
that's
are we
not bad.
entrenched?
Yeah, we also get the
And we got the
2
bye
points
this
from the
week?
bye this
Are we
week.
entrenched?
We could go to the top 4.
Hang on, are we entrenched?
We could go in the top 4.
We're entrenched, don't we?
Could we be in the top
Cowboys
4
have
this
also
week?
got
if
the bye though. And
Fuck, sorry.
Cowboys have also got the bye coming up too.
Huh?
Cowboys have also got a bye coming up.
So
too.
what?
Yeah, but who are they? Their run home's probably shit,
All I'll
dude.
say is like I'm happy to admit we have been terrible this year.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't be so sure about you guys.
Are you on Manly now for the remainder of the year now that you're out?
No, I'm saying don't be so sure.
I'm saying though, like you got to pick a team to whip home for the finals. You want to whip home Manly with us?
I might whip home.
What about Manly?
I might whip home the doggies.
What about Manly?
I'm a bit unsure.
Let's unite.
I'm not sure that
You've got the maroon jumper on. Let's unite.
I'm not sure whether you'll be there around
We-
finals time.
listen,
How
we-
can I whip his home? If
Why
you
don't
make
you unite?
finals?
Mate, who whipped home the Broncos
Broncos.
last year? Us.
I was like,
We whipped them home.
we did whip them
And now
home.
we sit here and we're in a
Oh
position
my
to do
God.
what you did last year, and it's
You just-
cricket's
it's
out
not
here. Nah,
returned.
dogs.
Wow.
Check the tapes.
Check the tape.
Wow.
I'm happy to check them. It'll
Wow.
show.
We were
Check
talking
them.
about how much we love the Broncos. We're like, I fucking love them as a team. They're
Yeah,
exciting.
we did.
Oh
They
my
were still
God.
in the love phase last year.
No, we actually did say that.
We actually did. Reece Walsh, Payne Haas, Paddy Carrigan, Slutstrands. We loved them all.
Adam Reynolds, big fan.
Yes.
Huge fan.
Jeez, the short
Hates a
memory.
GF, but love him.
See, that was uncalled for. That was
Was
uncalled
it?
for. That was, yeah,
What was
that
uncalled
hurtful.
for? What?
He said he hates a GF. See,
Adam?
that's- Yeah.
Well, he doesn't hate a GF. He hates a GF win. And that's, I didn't say that. That's me.
He
It's
has
just
won them, though.
Exactly.
Recently.
Yeah. But he has won them.
No, he has.
He's won one.
Matter of fact, his career, wouldn't have he been in more grand finals during his career than Manly?
Nah, I think we're in 4.
So he
Well,
debuted in 2013 or 12?
Oh, in
So-
his career.
So he's actually been in more grand finals than Manly.
Yeah,
have
that'd
been
be
in.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be factually correct.
Wait, but
See,
he-
look, I
yeah.
can be. I'm
facts
straight
are
down the line.
facts. You
So
don't show
if he
us
hates a
facts.
grand final win, you guys must really fucking hate a grand final win.
Nah.
Okay,
that's
let me
not fair.
rephrase it. He hates winning grand finals when he gets there.
Listen, I'm now on the back foot, and I'm just going to let that one go. I'm an Adam fan. Let that be Adam fan first.
No, we love Adam.
Love him.
Love
Look,
him.
I tell you what.
And we were
If
when
the
we were
boys
big.
if the boys make the finals, there will be a part of my heart that hopes they go well for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was it.
That's-
See, was that really
that
that,
was
hard?
gracious of you.
Was that really that,
That was
hard,
gracious
Mr.
of you.
Negative?
Oh, Mr. Negative.
Well,
Holy
hang on.
shit.
Well, but let's unpack your negativity. Were you negative or
I
not?
feel like I'm Mr. Positive.
Let's unpack the negativity.
Let's unpack the negative. What's
No,
that
it's not
about? Where's
unpack.
this coming
Where's
from?
it coming from?
yeah, yeah.
Where's this coming from?
There's nothing coming from anywhere.
Okay. Are you feeling insecure and ashamed
Because your team
about your
fucking-
team?
There is a
Are you? Is
there's a
the
curse.
reality that your shame for your performance you're trying to put onto us?
You're projecting potentially?
I don't think so.
Are you projecting shame right now, Dan?
No, not at all.
Shame rage?
Rage.
Because you should be happy. We won another gold medal overnight.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jess Fox,
I am
who is
happy.
now a
I
friend.
literally presented you with the gold medal of the people.
I know. So
Where's the rage coming from?
yeah. Where's the rage?
I'm not detecting any rage.
Listen, if the Broncos were likely to do anything this year, I'd be backing them home because I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of their players. Obviously, your recruitment's not great. I mean, Flagler, we don't want him.
No, Herbie,
Interesting
see
decision.
ya. But like,
You know, that's obviously questionable, but
well,
outside of
yeah.
that.
No. I mean, listen, it's tough. It just seems like it'd be a shame rage, mate.
Val Holmes, he's been told he's able to look elsewhere. Currently signed to 75.
Wow.
Early
Hectic.
reports suggest Dragons.
Yeah, and would you reckon they'd fullback him? Or do you reckon they'd keep him centre wing sort of thing? I know. I mean, he's with Flano before. I'd like to see him go to the Dragons.
I'd like him to go to the Dragons. I guess fullback, like he is 30, so
Is he really?
yeah, he's 30, so he's getting a little bit older. So I wonder whether like wear and tear on the body. Do you want to put him at fullback? Maybe he's feeling good.
Sloan might not like that.
Yeah, I think he's on like 400 or 500 grand. So it's not like you have to play Sloan if he's not playing
Yep.
great footy.
You could slip him in for Lomax. Goal kicks as well.
Well, that's where I reckon he has been purchased, is like pretty much a replacement for Lomax. And as an outside back that can play centre, wing, fullback, but goal kicks as well.
Is he on a Millet at the
He's
Cows?
on 900, I think. 900.
Surely they're not signing him for that.
Well, if
You're fucking letting go at Lomax at 8s.
I think the first year he won't take anything less than a total of 900k. So maybe the Cowboys will have to chip in some. But the second and third year, maybe he'll take a bit of a downgrade, like 750, 800.
Do you hear the rumour getting around that Nico Hines wanted to go to the Cows?
Yeah, I doubt that.
I'm the same. I'm just like,
Where'd
that's
you hear that? Was that Scoops Hoops?
Oh, I don't know if it was Scoops Hoops. It was certainly some grapevine work, though. I don't know where the fuck it came from. Couldn't tell you.
Interesting.
Surely not. Like, I feel like...
How long's he signed for
Fitzgibbon is
the Sharks?
He's a Hines guy.
Yeah, I know.
How long's he signed?
2029.
5 years.
Till 2029. What the? That's got to be rumour.
And also, Hines did post, I just miss balling with my bros on his Instagram.
He did do that. I saw that.
You don't miss balling with your bros and want to go somewhere else.
No.
Also,
And maybe that's why he
he's
posted.
from the Central Coast, right? Via Manly, via Melbourne.
Speaking of recruitment,
Well, speaking of Trent
Yeah, but
Barrett,
that's on the public
that's on
record.
Trent Barrett.
That's on the public record.
That's Trent Barrett.
That's on the.
Trent
we were
Barrett's
saying,
helmed.
so
Trent Barrett's
Trent's
helmed
lost
Hines
Blaze
and
now.
Blaze.
Burmo made a great point. He said there is a chance, and a strong one. We haven't done the math yet. You'd need to crunch the numbers, but there's a chance that Trent Barrett has let go or overseen the departure of more throbbers than he actually has first grade wins.
What's wrong with that?
I didn't say there's anything with that.
Okay,
I just
mean-
laughed.
Well, it's because it's true.
Look, yeah.
Harsh, but true. True. Well, the truth is,
He doesn't have the best record, that's for sure.
no.
Well, he's got a good record of letting go of good
My point,
players.
my point I'm trying to make is it seems random to me that he wants to now move up to fucking Townsville. It's got nothing to do with Townsville, does he? Not
It's
that
one
I'm
of those
aware of.
ones where, like,
Long way away.
it's so absurd. Why would he? You know what I mean?
Doesn't
Like,
make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense.
but that's what makes me go, well,
Maybe it's true.
yeah, like it's so weird.
So random.
oh,
so
it's
random.
so random. It
That
could
maybe
be true.
it could just be
Like,
true.
if you're
Because
going
who
to
would
tell a
come up
lie,
with that
tell a
rant?
lie more believable, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like...
But maybe they've already thought this through and they've gone, well,
Oh, the double, yeah, okay.
if you
Yeah,
make
yeah.
it such an absurd lie,
Yeah, okay.
people will get into this trap.
You've got to outthink the room.
Okay.
You got it always. That's listen.
I don't mind
Holmes
Val.
to the Dragons.
Yeah.
Mate, I reckon Flano could do some work with Val.
I'll tell you what,
already
Shane
done it,
Flanagan
one
has...
It's a great point.
Shane Flanagan's
It's a great
done
point.
a lot, and to some degree, so has Zach Lomax. But the Dragons, I will never like the Dragons. They're in sort of the Eels sort of territory for me, where it's like, I don't care how shit you are, and if you're coming up, I'm like, oh, I kind of like you. But they have done... Flano's done something...
Flano has
to
done
slightly
something.
turn around just the slightest perception for me of the Dragons.
Okay.
I actually like Flano.
I like... Yeah,
I like
fucking
what he
oath,
does.
I like
I like
Flano.
how he goes about his work.
He seems like he doesn't mind just fucking coming out and saying, like,
a bit of a-
speaking. He doesn't speak in like riddles and
Yeah.
shit. There's no bush poetry about Flano. He just comes out and tells you. Slaps you in the face with the truth.
Big
Which
truth
I
guy.
respect.
Yeah.
Big truth guy. Huge truth guy.
Don't forget, all 8 games are live and ad-free during Play on KO. Some key games this week are Titans v Broncos, Storms, Dragons, Sharks, Rabbitohs, exclusive to Fox League and available on KO. Alrighty, boys. Time for some tips. Tigers v Cowboys. What are you doing?
I'm going to go the Tigers. Apparently,
Really?
well, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Tigers are in a spoon battle right now with the Eels.
Yep.
The Cowboys are inconsistent in Sydney and they have a terrible record at Leichhardt. And I'm just like, you know what? Maybe they jump them.
2 wins, 11 losses.
2 wins, 11 losses.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you need to be held accountable for some of your fucking shit tips over the last few weeks?
Yes. Yes, Dennis.
You know what? The first week you did it, you come in here all guns blazing. You
Which
threw
one?
some Canberra Tigers
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Canberra almost won.
And you took
Nah,
the glory for
almost
it.
won.
And you took the glory for it like, I'm so fucking brave. I just tipped. Everyone didn't tip. but no accountability.
No.
And you just did it again.
He's fucking,
No, I'm
mate.
back to Tigers.
No, he's
I've done
full
it
of
on
shit.
About Even. Where's accountability fucking every week?
Mate, he's fucking awful. He's actually
What are you
awful.
talking about?
He's been on one of the great slides of all time in About Even. He was actually in the reckoning for victory of the season. And
Tigers.
He's gone on like a 30 fucking unit slide. The Cowboys,
Fuck
dude.
the lot of ya.
The Cowboys, 13 plus.
Fuck the lot of
It
ya.
might be wet, so fucking could be
Fuck
close.
the lot of ya.
The Cowboys are in the
Tigers
fucking
gritty
good
win.
form.
No, fuck the lot
You're
of
an
ya.
idiot.
Tigers
Absolute
gritty win.
fucking idiot.
Tigers gritty win. Hook that to my bones.
Oh, that's great. Warriors Eels.
Warriors.
Warriors.
If you had said the Eels, I would have got up and walked out.
Nah, fuck that. I hate the Eels.
Dolphins Roosters.
Chooks.
Big old Chookie humping.
Titans Bronx.
See, I actually like the Titans
Titans.
here. Is that crazy? That's
no,
not
that's
crazy.
not crazy.
That's
no,
shame
that's
rage.
not crazy.
That's shame
Bro,
rage.
you just lost to the Dogs. You guys are in a
on the
fucking...
bounce back.
Mate, I've tripled the Titans this
Your
week. I'm
legends are
bullish.
turning against you, dude. Like Gordy wants fucking Adam Reynolds' head.
Yeah.
When the legends start turning, and you're losing, you get
No
fucking
one
pumped by the
loves
Dogs.
turning like the fucking Broncos.
No, I know.
Like, oh, we're such a family club. Bullshit.
Dude,
You're
Adam
killing
Reynolds
it your
was on
own.
radio and Triple M in Queensland. They're like, mate, what the fuck's going on? Like, the fucking, what's
don't
happening?
agree with
you
that.
haven't bloody handled the loss. There's all these excuses coming. It's excuse town up there. It's fucking ridiculous.
I don't agree with the Reynolds Paddy thing. That's ridiculous. I don't.
Well, Adam Reynolds has already flogged Paddy.
Was it so what, switching Paddy to captain?
Captain, but it's like
Yeah,
you don't
Reynolds
need
has
the C
buried
next
him.
to your name to do something big in a game.
No.
You know, like
And what's Reynolds done wrong, apart from being injured
And flogged Carrigan.
and beat the fuck out of Carrigan? You can't have that. Reynolds won't listen to that.
He
either.
flogged the fuck out of him.
okay.
Old slut strands, got to mash him.
Titans won.
Storm Dragons.
Storm.
Well,
7
Dragons.
of Dragons. Oh, fuck, here we go.
nah, still
So brave.
So brave, dude.
Sharks, Rabbitohs.
Sharks, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Rabbitohs beat them. Sharks.
Because
are
there's
100%.
Sharks, but not confident.
The Rabbitohs have, I reckon, at least 2 fuck it footies games in them.
Yeah. Murray's back.
Yeah, and they
You
just
know-
go, and they're like, oh, how good we love playing
Wouldn't
footy.
shock if the Rabbits win. Wouldn't shock.
Penrith Knights.
Knights. Nah, Penny, bruh.
Panthers.
Bulldogs Raiders.
Dogs.
Dogs at Belmore.
I thought you were on. Oh, no, you aren't. You're on the Dogs.
No,
They're
no,
on
no,
the
no,
Raiders.
no, no.
Wouldn't shock me from
So
the
what's
Raiders.
the plan for the stream for the rest of the? Is it you doing this the 2 weeks?
Mate, it's so the stream is where's the gold. So we look for Aussie gold wherever we can find it.
Yep.
We stream when there's gold on offer.
Okay.
That's basically the way
Yeah.
you need to think about it. I haven't sat down and excavated the schedule. I think tomorrow we've got the 4x2, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Should be around for that.
Which would be nice to have a bit of a fucking
We probably
I was
sleep
going
in.
to say 6 a.m.
6 a.m.'s actually
6 a.m.
living.
sick. We
Yeah.
pretty much just go day to day. So we'll have to keep the punt and the dribbler posted.
Yeah, yeah. Keep it tuned
Stay
to
posted.
the Instagrams. We
Did
actually
you
were.
get pinged by the
Yeah, we did. We were
Olympics?
put in Instagram jail for about
Yeah,
3
3
days,
days.
which was, I'm going to
I
say,
felt
probably
like
the
that's
worst possible
harsh.
time for it to happen.
Yeah.
Right at the start
But
of
don't
the
you think
Olympics.
that's harsh?
Fucking oath
You
it's
used
harsh.
Olympic footage?
Yeah, we did.
Well, other people have used it. No one gives a shit.
No, well, they just get asked to take it down, whereas we got locked up.
That is weird that you
They
were
don't like us.
immediately because
Yeah.
usually they just say take it down.
Take it down.
Or they take it down
Yeah.
and just say, do you want to take it down or submit? Oh,
No,
like,
I
We
reckon
were-
if you look at like behind the scenes, we might be like,
Maybe we got a couple more strikes on the record. I don't know, but we were locked all the way.
The
up.
only time it's ever happened to me once is I did an interview with Alex Volkanovski and I showed footage of him fighting whilst the interview was going and UFC pinged me for fucking 3 days.
You got locked out?
This is like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
UFC are pretty ruthless with their footage.
Oh, man, I couldn't believe it. Like,
far as I'm
he's
aware.
literally there getting interviewed. It's
Yeah, I know.
promoting your
Yeah.
thingo, but
Nah,
that's
mate.
the only time.
They're all ruthless there. We found it. We actually, because like we prison smarts, right? Like when you're in prison, you learn how to make prison hooch. You learn how to smuggle
Mm. I feel
cigarettes
like
in
you
your
got out
butthole.
quicker though. You got out of.
No, we
Well,
were just
you-
we found a
Well,
sneaky
you gotta
way.
get-
You
yeah, we
post
found
through
a sneaky way.
Facebook.
So we couldn't post. We couldn't post a reel longer than a minute. Which obviously, if you had put a reel up, you put up as a video. We couldn't
Yeah.
do that. We couldn't put captions. We couldn't do stories. We couldn't reply to anyone. But we would be able to post through a fucking back channel.
So
Through
you
Facebook.
could go through Facebook and you would tick post
To Instagram.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And that's,
So listen,
you're smarter
dude,
than Zuckerberg.
prison smarts. We
So we're
outsmarted
really
Zuck.
smart.
You're street smart. That's why you beat
Yeah,
Zuck.
yeah.
Correct.
He's
Yeah.
not street smart.
No,
No,
he's
he's
not.
a loser.
No, he's
He-
Who's trying to have a glow up? And I admit he looks much better.
he looks much better, but he's trying to be cool. And
I'm
it's
the first
trying
to admit he
hard.
looks
He's
much
been
better.
trying to glow up for about 20 years.
I
But he
know.
looks much better. Like, for example, July 4th this year when he's like on the back of he's surfing the wake with the American flag versus when
in
he
a
was-
suit.
versus when he was covered in fake tan, bucket assed out.
No, not fake tan. He was covered in fucking sunscreen.
sunscreen, and he looked absolutely ridiculous. Good on you, Denon. That's the wrong way around.
Yeah, you've got that inside out. Oh, he's wrapping around himself. That's nice.
I just want to know what it feels like.
To be
Never done
great.
Yeah, you got to run out for a fight.
that. Yeah, like that does feel pretty good.
Yeah, no,
Feels
dude,
pretty
it
good.
I
looks-
feel
it
like
looks
the
good.
nation has my back.
It feels good to be great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does it feel good to be great?
I think so.
Are you going to be getting up for a stream at all? Are you going to fucking come
Initially,
in
I
and
was-
sit on the bed with us? What are we doing?
Initially, I was definitely going to do it, and then I'm like, nah.
Oh,
Are
no,
you
you're
going to
just
come and
not-
sit on the couch with
You
us?
gonna
or
sit
not?
on the couches?
Depending if it's not too early.
6 a.m.
Do it.
6 a.m. That's as late as you can get. So,
Yeah.
well,
Probably
if it's
not at this
well,
stage.
So yeah, right. There you go. It's not
Hates
too
his country.
early.
If I was
Hates
still
his
living
country.
just around the corner, yes, but the drive in from
Yeah, it's a big
from LA.
drive.
Look, it's a big
Listen, you
drive.
hate your country.
Listen,
That's all right.
Yeah, it's obviously you're not a big country guy. I get it. Even
Like,
though you got that flag.
what
draped
hurts
over
me, you know what hurts me the most about this is I open this podcast giving you two cunts gold medals, and we end this podcast by you saying I hate my country.
I didn't know it was ending, but I just wanted to say that we wanted you to come and love your country with us.
And
I
you
feel
said
like
no.
I am loving my country by presenting you two with gold medals and saying thank you.
Listen,
Listen, it was nice, but we want you to come on a stream and,
Yeah.
and get in the bed with us and we can all fuck.
yeah,
For the
that'd
country?
do numbers, dude.
that'd do
That'd do numbers.
I'm paywalling that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
If I'm doing it, I'm getting paid.
That's a pay-per-view.
Alrighty, let's make sure to stay tuned. Was it Going for Gold? What is
Where's
it?
the gold?
Where's the gold?
That was for
Streaming.
YouTube.
And basically, if there is a gold medal on offer for an Australian, there will most likely be a live stream from Tom and Eddie.
Yeah, most likely.
So you go to the YouTube, you go to Hello Sport, and you watch it.
That's
That's
right.
it.
There you go. Thanks for listening as usual. Grab a case of bloke beer from your local, beer for blokes that turn up, and also Aussie Spirit in a can. Grab some Good Day. We forgot about that
Hell
the whole
yeah.
time. Sorry. Grab some Good Day from your local internet website.
That's it. BeGoodHealth.com.au.
Code dribbler or dribblers 20% off.
There are bottles now as well, for sale or free with subscription.
You know the drill.
We'll go fuck ourselves. Thank you.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.